Okay, let's go now for the bin icon. And I think this button should be really easy to do, because we can do an action that points to my database, to the Firestore. Let's see, I'll try to do it through without backend. To do it, we want to delete the document from the from my user's document. Subcollection, they likes me. No, I don't have access to my subcollection. No, I need to do it through the backend because I don't have access to the subcollection. If things are red, it's because you don't have access to them for some reason. For some reason, because you don't need it or because it would cause an error. So maybe authenticated user. No. Okay, we'll have to do it through the backend. Not a big deal. We know how to do it. So I'll create a new if. If type is equal to I don't like you, okay? And my ID is my ID, and this will be ID of person that I don't like, okay? ID of person that I don't like. And now I have to repeat, I need to make the collect await Firestore in the collection of users in my collection of users, so my ID dot in my subcollection of they like me, the document of the person that I don't like dot delete. That's it, straightforward. I delete that because I'm not interested in you. So I'm very sorry. And he will not appear, he or her will not appear in my collection anymore. And we respond. Response dot send successfully deleted. Right, not very difficult. Is it like, you see, depending on the type, we'll get in one block or another. It's not the most clean way to do this. If someone of you is a programmer, might be thinking, oh, Jesus, are you serious? How can he doing that? I know, but I don't want to create several API calls because I would have to pay. And I'm very greedy and I don't like to pay when I can do it alternatively, because with the current payment system, like with the current, I don't know what's the word, the service that I have, like I can only have 2 API calls, and I want one for gets and one for posts. So there's no other way. I have to do it like this. If you want to pay the fully paid version, great. You can isolate this logic, each one in a different API call. That, of course, it's more convenient. It's more convenient. Okay, so I'll deploy this. Fibers deployed, only functions, post, I don't like you. And now we need to modify the API calls. I will not test. Okay, there is an error. Firestore update. Yes, this action now we should change it to the action of this button of the delete. We should change it to API call of generic post, and the variables will be the type. It's going to be I don't like you. This one I will not test it. Okay, I'll go straight forward, because if the previous one worked, we will test it directly on the application. My ID is authenticated user ID, and the ID person that I like. No, I have to add another variable here. we must go to the API calls and define a new variable that is going to be ID of person that I don't like. Okay? It's going to be type string. We save it. Okay, we save it. It's saved. I guess yes. Yeah, 2 errors. Yeah, API action. And now API ID of person that I like. No, this one. ID of person that I don't like. And the value will be the document, the user document, user ID. Okay, yes. And in order to, I like to, here, if it's a success, we will show a snack bar of successfully deleted with the green, and if it's an error, I'll show another snack bar of success. There was an error, color red. Okay, let's see if the function was deployed. It is deployed, so it should work. Let's test it. Oh, the session has expired, so let's launch a new session. There are no errors. Okay. We go here, likes, and I will break the like of Laura. There was an error. There was an error. Okay, at least this is working. Which error might be? Okay, how do we see errors now? We go to functions, to the post, and we go to view logs. And let's see what happened inside the backend. This is the way to see, look, error value for argument path is not value resource path. You see the red thing? This means that there was an error. And that this is the time. Yeah, that is correct. So here it is the problem. Value for argument document path is not a valid resource path. Path must be a non-empty string. So I guess what's happening is that maybe this, they like me, and or this is not being correctly passed. So I will add something called console.log to show the data, my ID and ID of person that I don't like. I think probably is that I didn't put the my use or something like that, but just in case, it means that either this one or this one is not being defined correctly. Okay, so I'll deploy, maybe I see it directly, my ID, we go back to the API posts, okay, let's go back to the API calls, and the variables, my ID of person that I like. Let's see if this is exactly written the same way. Let's see. Okay, ID of person that I think is, yeah, it's written the same way. So the error should not be there in theory. And my ID, the error should not be, and they like me, this is written correctly. Let's see. File store database, users, they like me, yeah, I think it's correctly. And let's see, when we define the action, it's a string, yeah, this is correct. Body, this is the problem. ID of person that I don't like. I forgot to specify it here. Oh, no. Control Z and do here. Okay, we save now. Yes, yes, yes. That was the problem, for sure. For sure, I defined the variable, but I didn't put it in the object. Okay. So now this, if I try it again, are you serious? The session expired? No. I reload. And if I delete Laura, well, at least there is not error. Yes, you saw it was deleted. Great, great. You saw it disappeared. And if we come to Sarah, the users, we are with Sarah. They like me. Only one. Fantastic, fantastic. We have two of the buttons already working as expected.